Hi, friends. Welcome to another chapter of the series Free English Lessons. I am David Basantes Fierro, SLT, and today we're going to be learning uh, a new grammar topic for level C1. And today's topic is wish or if only for regrets. So these two expressions, wish and if only, they are equivalent. And they, of course, work for regrets when you are not really happy about something that happened in the past, in the present, or in the future. So anyway, let's start. These words, wish or if only, for regrets have 5 applications that very quickly we're going to see in this chart. My recommendation is for you to stop the video, copy this chart, or do a print screen. Um, Screenshot and yeah, study this chart. So the first case is we use wish or if only in regrets to wish for an ability now or in the future. This is very important. This is about abilities now or in the future. The second situation is to wish that something could be true at the moment. Remember, this was an ability. This is not about ability. This is about anything. It's about something that could be true at the moment. Evidently, something that is not really true, right? Now, the third case is to wish that something was happening at the moment. In this case, we're talking about an action that is in continuous tense, right? This is not necessarily, this is actually not in continuous tense. This is simple. This is continuous. And this one, to wish that something kept happening again and again. So in this case, something is happening and you don't want it to stop. You want it to continue, or actually you want this to stop happening, or to wish it could stop happening. Let's continue to the point E. And the final use is to wish that something in the past had happened in a different way. Now, this is a regret about the past. As you see, we have here some formulas and some examples, but we're going to check in detail in the next slide. So let's start. Let's check in detail the first case. Wish or if only for regrets, the first use. We use this to wish for an ability. This is very important. This is about abilities in the present, now, or in the future. We have here 2 examples. I wish I could play the guitar. If only I could dance like that. Of course, these two mean that you cannot play the guitar and you cannot dance. This is the reality, but you are just you're just wishing. This were you had this ability. This is very important. This part, this case is for abilities. Therefore, the verb could is going to be permanent as a constant part of this structure. Let's check the structure, the form. Okay, so you use wish or wish that. You can also use if only. So you can use either this or this. Then you need a subject, you need the verb could, this is permanent, and then a verb in base form, a base form verb. For example, I wish that I could sing. This is the I wish that, and then you have the subject, which is I, and then could, and then sing. Sing is the base form of the verb sing, of course. Now we have another with if only. If only I, or if only, right? This is the if only part. And the subject is I could, this is the verb, right? Could, and then the action come. Come is in base form. If only I could come to Australia too. All right. So If you can, please stop the video here, copy this, and make your own examples following this formula and checking these examples that you have right there. So let's check the case number 2. Wish, if only, regrets, to use when you have something that could be true at the moment. Remember, this one was, the first was for abilities, but this is not about abilities. This is about actions. Something that could be true at the moment, right? This is something that is not true in the present, but you want it to be true. You desire a different present. So for this, you use these two examples. For example, I wish I had long hair if only I were taller. So how we do this case? You use, again, I wish or I wish that, or you can use if only. These two expressions are interchangeable, right? Then a subject, and then you need to use a past simple, right? Now, to go deeper in the real case, we're not using a past simple. This is actually, the proper name is past subjunctive. Now, in reality, the past subjunctive and the past simple are exactly the same, except in the case of the verb to be. So that's what we're going to be checking here, down here. Anyway, so I wish I had a pony. I wish I was rich. Now, when using the verb be, like in this case, you can use where for all the persons. So you can say, I wish I was rich, or you can say, I wish I were rich. Both forms are correct. Now, if you remember a topic called unreal conditionals, right? Unreal present conditional. In that case, which is very, very similar to this, in that case, it's impossible to use was. You always have to use were for all the persons. But in this topic, which is wishes for wish or if only for regrets, you can alter. It's possible to use was or were. Just to clarify, if you might feel confused, it is possible with this topic to use was or were. So let's see some examples. When using the verb be, you can use were, which is the past subjunctive, for all the persons. I wish I were rich if only I were rich. All right, so let's just move on. Case number 3, use. To wish that something was happening at the moment. So we're talking about a process or a present continuous that we desire. I wish I was lying on the beach right now. If only I was lying on the beach right now. So this is the same sentence you're using if only or I wish. So what is the form? You use, again, I wish that or I wish. If only, then a subject, and then you use a past continuous. Yes, past continuous. I wish or I wish that this traffic, this is the subject, and then this is the past continuous. I wish that this traffic was moving. Let's check this one. If only this traffic was moving. So basically what this is saying is that in the case of the past continuous, right, for this case, you can also use was or were for the past subjunctive. Is similar to the previous case. Both forms are correct with wish or if only. Now let's go to the topic number 4, use of this topic. So to wish that something kept happening again and again, or to wish it could stop happening. All right. So you want an action that is in progress, to continue happening or to stop happening. But again, this is about a progress that you're referring to the possible end or not end of this progress. Examples: I wish I wouldn't shout. I'm sorry, I wish you wouldn't shout so loudly. If only he wouldn't shout so loudly. Right, so let's check the formula or the structure. So for this, you have three possibilities. The first one, I wish or I wish that, or if you want, you can use if only. Then you need a subject. Now you use would, a new element here. And then the base form of the verb. I wish you would tidy up more often. Let's check some variations. Variation number one, you use the particle would, but with the verb stop and another verb in ing. For example, I wish he would stop shouting. Yeah, but in this case, the verb stop is part of the structure. It's permanent. And here, the third variation. So you use wouldn't keep. Wouldn't keep. I wish, if only, right? Then a subject, and then wouldn't keep, and then the verb, another verb in ing. For example, this: I wish you wouldn't keep hitting me. All right, so you can express the same thing with three possible options. Good. Now let's go to the next one. To wish that something in the past had happened in a different way. Basically, this is a regret about the past. For example, I wish I had studied for my exam. If only I hadn't argued with him. Yeah, you cannot go back to the past and change it, but you can imagine or desire that something hadn't happened or had happened. So form, you use, again, you have I wish or I wish that, then you use if only, and then a past perfect. I wish I had studied for my exam. If only I hadn't argued with him. Okay, so again, so you have I wish, then I, which is subject, and then a past perfect. The past perfect, if you remember, it's compounded by the verb have in past, which is had, then a verb in participle or hadn't, which is the negative, and then a verb in participle. Right. Again, stop the video anytime or go back, check anything you need, and do more examples. Of course, I will provide a link where you can go and practice with online exercises. So go there. If you're watching us on Instagram, the link, you can go to the link. If you go up to the title of the video, click on the title, then you will display the link and go there. If you're watching us on Instagram, or sorry, on Facebook or YouTube, the description is down below. Follow us in Instagram, in IGTV, in Facebook, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos. Well, thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.